Respecting yourself and maintaining high standards. Now, I understand that as women, as young ladies, as girls, there's probably a period in our life where we'll look back and be like, you know what, at that time, the standards I set for myself were way too low. And because of that, it got me into A, B, and C, or this happened. We know that when we set standards for ourselves in our life, that's how we allow ourselves to be treated also. People will match us where we are. So if we come here, people are going to match us here. They're not going to go leagues above. But if you set your standards higher, people will match you where you are. They'll see how you carry yourself and how you portray yourself to others. And just if you're a woman of integrity and how you're moving, and then they'll match that standard. Now, I totally understand that we all have to experience different journeys, and throughout those journeys, to reset our standards. Some of our standards are too low. Some of the things that we allow, some of the things that we've been susceptible to, some of the things that we get ourselves involved in, how we allow ourselves to be treated, at times can often be too low. Raise the bar and raise the value for yourself. Love yourself that extra bit more, that you're just going to higher your standards in this area. When you present yourself and you're ready to get into a relationship, higher those standards. Do you know what I mean? Raise the game a little bit more. And sometimes we all need that reminder, someone just to come in and tell us, you know what, you can raise those standards. Like what you're accepting right now, you shouldn't be, because you're a queen. You've been God's destined you for greatness. So raise those standards. It often means that how people will usually treat us, we've got to break out that pattern. Like, people often say to me, oh, you know what, man, but I've been with him for a while now, and this is how it is, and that's just what it is. No, that it doesn't just have to be what it is because that's what it's always been. You can make that rapid decision to be like, you know what, I've evaluated my life and I deserve more than this. Or I should be carrying myself better than how I'm carrying myself now. We got to take ownership. I've been there and done that. Where I've evaluated my life and say, what are you doing, man? You need to pattern up. Look how you're carrying yourself and look what you're doing. And you have to go back to the drawing board, get that vision board out, realign your vision with God's, and reset some standards for yourself so that you don't find yourself making same mistakes or ending up with the same type of people and just getting yourself into a cycle. It's taking time out and being like, you know what? As a young woman who wants to be full of integrity, I'm just going to value my singleness. Valuing singleness isn't spending time linking up with pure different people and still talking to people and still holding on to that relationship that ex you've been talking to for ages. Singleness is just learning to love you and spending time with God so he can show you areas of yourself that you weren't even aware of, that you didn't even know about. And how we carry ourselves is so, so important because it sticks with us. And I'm not saying as women, as young ladies, we can't make mistakes, because we absolutely do make mistakes. And we go through periods of our life where we're like, you know what? Could have done better, man. But that's the whole point. It's a season of life. Meaning you should come out of that season and be like, you know what? I need to change. I need to reset those standards. I need to raise that bar. Because if I have a daughter, or when I have a daughter, I want her to see that I'm in a different league. I'm a woman of integrity. I'm that Proverbs woman. I'm that virtuous woman that the Bible talks about. I've set myself apart. And that's when God can use us. That's when God's in a place to say, you know what? You can be used by God in the right way, instead of being used by somebody who's matched your low standards that you set for yourself, that doesn't reflect who God's created you to be. So you know what, 2020, I'm encouraging bare girls, bare young ladies and bare women to reset those standards. Start again, go back to the drawing board and just do it all again. And some of my mentees will say, but man, you know, I've lost my virginity already, or I've been in this relationship for a while now, and, you know, I've got kids as a result. That doesn't matter. Those things that you went through are a product of your experience. Now it's up to you how you use it to influence and inspire change and be great and be holy and be set apart. But just because you set the standards here once doesn't mean you have to keep them there. check that it was an experience, pull from it what you can, boom, bam, move on. Reset the standards at a higher level for your life. Value yourself differently. Spend more time working on yourself. Spend time with people who reflect higher standards. So automatically, you're just going to pull yourself up. You're not going to be engaging in sinful things as much because you've restarted. You've reset those standards. And you know what? God will match you where you are. He will send someone on the way that reflects your new level of standard. And so what if you've got a past? Who cares? God often likes to use people like that so he can turn you around and reform and reshape and transform and be like, bam, look what I did when you gave your life to me. Look what the power of my Holy Spirit